New York City is renowned as one of the most expensive places in the world. Other than Hong Kong, Tokyo, San Francisco, and a handful of others, few cities on Earth can compete with its astronomical cost of living. Most residents are worried about paying rent every month, but for certain ultra-wealthy individuals, New York properties are mere playthings. Today, we're looking at the 10 most expensive homes in New York City. The Museum of Modern Art in Midtown Manhattan has been one of the major epicenters for groundbreaking art of the last 5 decades. Millions of visitors from all over the world flood into its bright halls and provocative galleries. But now there is a new point of interest at 53 West 53rd Street. Soaring 76 floors above the museum is a new penthouse that occupies 2 full floors and contains every imaginable amenity. The apartment is valued at more than $63 million. Designed by Pritzker Prize-winning architect John Nouvel, 53 West 53rd Street is like no other building in the world. Behind its striking facade are impeccably detailed residences designed by renowned interior architect Thierry Despont, each spacious and light-filled, with panoramic views framed unlike any before. This penthouse serves as the pinnacle of the building, and amenities include a lifetime membership to the MoMA, a private state-of-the-art theater, a view of Central Park from a double-height lounge, a private dining room, a wellness center, 65-foot lap pool, regulation squash court, golf simulator, double-height wine tasting room, private temperature-controlled wine vaults, and a children's playroom. Though this apartment costs much more than the average mansion, there's no doubt that it will be snapped up by a high roller in the coming months. A full floor at the historical Pierre Hotel recently went on the market for $65 million. Mere steps from Central Park and offering white-glove perks like concierge and twice-daily maid services to its co-op residents. This property was sold to the widow of one of the founders of Liberty Travel for $23 million in 2015. Now she is looking to flip the property and make more than a 100% profit on the space. The residence, with generously sized windows, has picturesque park and cityscape views. There are 4 bedrooms and 4.5 baths, along with a formal dining room, a library, and an enormous gallery among its 12 sprawling rooms. The vast master bedroom suite includes 2 bathrooms, 2 walk-in closets, dressing and sitting rooms, and an 18 by 8-foot home gym. And like all the other apartments at the Pierre, which was built in 1930 and underwent a $100 million renovation that was completed around 6 years ago, the unit has access to myriad amenities, which beside the maid and concierge services include a fitness center, valet parking, and even a round-the-clock on-call physician. Charlene Haroche, the widow of travel agency mogul Gilbert Haroche, purchased the apartment after selling her late husband's luxurious pad for almost $70 million. A Chinese buyer in March purchased the Haroche's former 7-bedroom, 8-bathroom home at the Sherry, Netherlands. The Haroches initially listed for $95 million, but were forced to chop the price. 15 Central Park West is widely considered to be the most exclusive address in New York City, where a penthouse costs $40 million and a wine cellar costs $80,000 more. But a recently renovated penthouse just sold for $65 million. The building is legendary for its army of attendants, working day and night to make sure their residents are content. There are 7 concierges, 6 doormen, 8 white-gloved lobby attendants, 3 package room attendants, 8 porters, a maintenance man, 4 security guards, 12 part-time engineers, and an administrative assistant. 6 people man its lobbies by day, 2 each for the doors, concierge desks, and lobbies. 3 more work the package room, and 4 porters and 1 or 2 engineers are always on duty. Other amenities include a library, private restaurant, 3-lane lap pool, and health club with private massage rooms and yoga area. Notable residents include actors Robert De Niro, Denzel Washington, Mark Wahlberg, and Kelsey Grammer, Sting, television writer and producer Norman Lear, Alex Rodriguez, NASCAR driver Jeff Gordon, sportscaster Bob Costas, Goldman Sachs CEO Lloyd Blankfein, former Citigroup CEO Sandy Weil, former Barclays CEO Bob Diamond, and former Yahoo CEO Jerry Yang. An apartment at 12 East 63rd Street is currently on the market for a whopping $67 million. This is an incredible feat, given that the space was last bought for $20 million in 2010. The 7-story townhouse is at 12 East 63rd Street, between 5th and Madison Avenues, and it's back on the market for $5,153 a square foot. The home has 7 bedrooms and 8.5 bathrooms, spread across 13,000 feet of internal space, as well as a private garden terrace, an elevator-accessible rooftop with a proud Tuscan portico made of Spanish cedar, and top-of-the-line amenities like house-wide radiant heated floors and an advanced security system. The basement houses a 20-foot swimming pool, massage room, and fitness studio. There is also a screening room, library, staff quarters, and an elevator to tie it all together. The townhouse was bought for $19.6 million by Greenfield Properties LLC back in 2010. The interior was then rebuilt by Canadian architect Armand Didon, who previously worked on the George V Hotel in Paris, the Peninsula in Shanghai, and the Four Seasons Hotel on Park Lane in London. This amazing property was first listed for $77 million in 2015, but it failed to find a buyer. The owners hope that the extensive renovations will boost the price of the massive space. This extraordinary penthouse residence, the top floor of the South Tower at the Time Warner Center, is being offered for sale for the first time for an insane $75 million. This approximately 8,500 square foot apartment is a rare combination of grand space, incredible light, dramatic views, and excellence in design and execution. Designer Tony Ingrouse's vision was to create one of the most sophisticated, stunning, and elegant residences in New York City. The level of custom finishes throughout is unparalleled, beginning with the private elevator entrances, inlaid stone floors, and continuing into the dramatic 42-foot-long living room, with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Central Park, dual fireplaces, doors and flooring made of bubinga wood, and beams and moldings made of paddock wood. Off the living room is a handsome wood-paneled corner den with fireplace. Beside the den is a dramatic dining room with beautiful marble floors, textured skin walls, and far-reaching views of the city and Central Park. The professional chef's kitchen has a center island with sink and gas cooktop, top-of-the-line appliances, Alba Shiara marble countertops, and custom sycamore cabinetry by Polyform. Yet again, this property is located directly on the border of Central Park, meaning that residents can get away from the bustle of the city in mere moments. It is located near numerous restaurants, museums, and theaters, meaning that there will never be a lack of entertainment. Known as the Trillionth Triplex, this Madison Square Park property takes up 3 whole floors of prime real estate in the Flatiron District's tallest building. Unsurprisingly, the owners are requesting a formidable $77.7 million for the pad. Jaw-dropping 360-degree views of every bridge, landmark, and river in New York City provide the exterior backdrop that opens the door for the creation of a spectacular customized interior space that literally cannot be replicated. Owners can enjoy cocktails overlooking the clock tower, or host a dinner party with glittering views of the Chrysler and Empire State Buildings. The striking exterior, crafted by the world-renowned architectural firm Cohn Peterson Fox Associates, wraps around modern, elegant interiors designed by the celebrated Martin Brunitsky Design Studio. It has a fitness center on the 2nd through 4th level featuring a basketball court, golf studio, private training facilities, and a fitness center. Also, there's a children's playroom, library, and a club with a private dining room on the 54th floor. It contains a small garden outside the building. Little is known about the current owners because they have kept a low profile, but it is likely that a major investor will need to step in and buy this amazing home. This one-of-a-kind warehouse home at 134 Charles Street is being offered for a jaw-dropping $80 million. The Charles Street building, which is owned by investor Ciaran O'Kelly, first appeared on the market in 2014 for $47.5 million. He had purchased the building in 2008 for $17 million, and then renovated and converted the warehouse into offices and rental apartments. However, since 2014, the property has been marketed as a single-family townhouse, one of the largest properties on the list. This home has more than 18,000 square feet for the owner to fill to their heart's content. Unlike many of the other homes on this list, 134 Charles Street is not near Central Park. Instead, it represents the newly burgeoning West Village. The West Village is seeing a trend of former industrial buildings being turned into large single-family homes, rather than being sliced and diced into as many studios and one-bedrooms as space allows. I think there is a neighborhood component and a balanced lifestyle that really gives people a sense of community and privacy, says the real estate agent responsible for the property. Vincent Fiola's deal to sell his Upper East Side mansion for $80 million set a number of New York records. A Chinese buyer reportedly went into contract to buy 12 East 69th Street, a 20,000 square foot mansion with its own movie theater and panic room. Viola, CEO of Virtu Financial and President Trump's first nominee for Secretary of the U.S. Army, purchased the house with his wife Teresa in 2005 for $20 million. Onyx-clad bathrooms, an indoor swimming pool, a movie theater with a balcony, a dressing area with deluxe security features, and a 2,000 square foot rooftop deck are just a few of the extravagant features in the 40-foot wide mansion. The current listing emphasizes the home's architectural pedigree. It was designed by William Bosworth, a Gilded Age architect who's most famous for building Kykuit, the Rockefeller family's upstate estate, as well as its perfect location between 5th and Madison Avenues. The 7-bedroom home, built in 1884, was previously listed in 2013 for $114 million, and then for $98 million in 2014. But if you're not ready to commit permanently to the mansion lifestyle, the home is also available to rent for $175,000. Unfortunately, that is out of the price range for most New York residents. A quintuplex penthouse at 172 Madison Avenue in Midtown, deemed Le Penthouse, set the record for the most expensive home ever listed in New York City when it went on the market for $98 million. The 19,815 square foot property has 5 stories, 11 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, several fireplaces, a private roof deck with a pool and jacuzzi, and more than 3,500 square feet of overall outdoor terrace space. The over-the-top unit also boasts 18 to 32-foot high ceilings, and nearly anything that money can buy and the mind can imagine is possible, according to the listing. The Carl Fisher-designed 33-story condo tower sits at 33rd and Madison, an area more associated with barbecue and karaoke than super-luxury homes. But the unit's broker says that its position on the crossroads of Koreatown, Nomad, and Murray Hill is an ideal setting for a jet-setter's pied-à-terre or a tech titan's roost. However, if you are discouraged by the $98 million price tag, bear in mind that this property comes unfurnished. Experts estimate that it would cost at least $5 million to fill this blank canvas with all the necessary amenities. The penthouse also comes with 4,500 square feet of private outdoor space, an extremely rare quality for a New York home. There is only one home in New York that can compete with 172 Madison Avenue and is more than $10 million more expensive. Nicknamed the Pinnacle, this massive estate at 2 Park Place in the Woolworth Building is unlike any other property in New York City. When the neo-Gothic Woolworth Building was erected in 1913 as the world's tallest building, it cost a total of $13.5 million. Now, 106 years and a partial condo conversion later, its massive 7-story penthouse has hit the market for an exorbitant $110 million. While the 58-story office tower may no longer be the world's tallest, it is still decidedly impressive, especially now that the top 30 floors have been converted into condos by acclaimed architect Thierry Despont. The Pinnacle penthouse takes up the top 5 floors of this landmark building, encompassing the structure's distinctive copper roof and a private observatory. With this 408 square foot observatory, a 9,710 square foot interior, and ceilings reaching up to 24 feet, space in the penthouse is abundant, and a private elevator can whisk you between each of its floors. Elsewhere in the tower, you'll find the original 50-foot pool, thoughtfully updated by Despont, in addition to a sauna and hot tub, fitness studio, the 29th floor's Gilbert Lounge, and a wine cellar and tasting room.